Welcome back to Beleaguered with Brian C. James. Today is Wednesday. Uh, what's today? The 24th? The day after Madden comes out. That's how you remember what day it is. The day after Madden came out. Got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I want to start with the Olympics. The Olympics wrapped up. Some of the events that I was watching. Shout outs to Clarissa Shields for repeating. She dominated, old girl. Now she's a two-time women's middleweight champ, gold medalist. So shout outs to her. I think they're making a movie about her or something, kind of like on some Gabby Douglas type stuff. But that should be tight. Shout outs to Team USA basketball for winning a gold. I think Coach K is now like 76-0. Which is ridiculous. I mean, I know a lot of people have been saying like maybe we should start taking like college kids again or whatever, or like maybe like an under 25 team, and then it might be more competitive and more fun to watch. And then the younger guys will get more experience, kind of like what D-Wade, LeBron, and Melo did. What was that, 04 or whatever? I think that made them better going through that. I think, you know what I mean? Speaking of which, shout outs to my boy Shakur Stevenson. Won silver. He lost in the gold medal final to Robisi Ramirez from Cuba. Robisi Ramirez is about 3 or 4 years older than him. I think Shakur is 19. Robisi's like 22, about to turn 23. He won a gold flyweight in 2012, and that was a bantamweight match. So really experienced, crafty. Had the crowd behind him. I watched it live. They were cheering him. You know what I mean? It was kind of a homer type thing, and I wouldn't say it was a total robbery or whatever, but I thought that, to me, it looked like Shakur was more active. It looked like he was busier and threw more punches. I mean, maybe that was because I'm a homer and I was cheering for him, but I don't know. But I want to say very, very honorable and classy on his part to sort of own up in that when the reporter asked him, like, what do you think? Yada, yada, yada. He was like, man, I didn't win, man. I should have made it more clear. I should have threw more punches. I should have been more, you know what I mean, more active. And just owning up to that instead of, you know what I mean, taking that moment to blame the judges or say this or that. And, you know what I'm saying, saying anything disparaging. He just kind of, owned it and was like, man, it's on me. You know what I mean? I don't think, he hasn't lost in so long. So it's all good. I know he had a lot riding on his shoulders, a lot of responsibility. He had the country watching him, all, you know what I mean, the boxing world behind him. I think Andre Ward is his favorite fighter, so Andre was the last guy to win gold. But it's all good, man. Roy Jones got a silver. I think Floyd and Roy both got silver. So it's all good. I think this loss will sort of, it'll make you better. It'll make you never want to taste defeat again. And I think you're going to be a great pro. There was a bunch of rumors floating around that he had signed with Floyd, but nothing was really official. Like even the guy who was calling the commentary or whatever, the broadcaster, he had said that he basically made it seem like it was official that that Shakur had signed with the money team. But I don't think it is. But in my opinion, I think Shakur should sign with the money team. I think you should definitely get down with Al Heyman. I mean, you're being pursued by everyone. You're being courted by everyone. I mean, Rock Nation. I mean, I don't know. Is Andre with Rock Nation? I mean, I guess that's your only pull if Andre, you want to sort of follow in the footsteps of Andre. But I think you should get with Al Heyman, man. PBC is on point. Al Heyman has a fantastic roster. You're going to be, you could be on PBC in October. So much exposure. Another 3 or 4 years of just building your name, you know what I mean? Exposing your name and your skills to a worldwide audience, an American audience, fighting, undefeated Black and Mexican fighters, whoever, man. I definitely think Al Heyman is the look with the money team. I mean, I know some guys like I think Devin and his dad are doing like their own promotion thing, which is cool if you got it like that, you know what I mean? I think Sean Porter and his dad are doing Sean Porter Promotions, which is cool, but they built their rep with Al Heyman. So I think you should get with that man, and everybody's eating with Al Heyman. AB's eating, Danny's eating, Amir's eating, Berto eating, the Durrells, the Petersons, everybody with Al Heyman, Money May, everybody, Wilder, everybody's eating with Al Heyman. So I think that's the look. You can get the number one draft pick as far as like boxing concerned. You'll be the sort of the star player on the roster of the money team. You know what I mean? So if it was me, I think if I were you, I'd probably sign with Money May. It's kind of like I liken it to like the '90s rap, right? To be sort of a '90s rap star, you had to have like if you were a biggie, you had to have a puffy behind you, co-signing you. You know what I mean? All up in the video. Take that, take that. Tupac had Suge, M and 50 had Dre. You know what I mean? In sort of got Money May, the you know what I mean, TVE so to speak, is sort of right there championing you, saying he's the next Money Mayweather. You know what I mean? He's the next Floyd Mayweather or whatever. And then you got sort of like the major label or whatever backing you. You know what I mean? If you're Cash Money, Al Heyman is Universal. You know what I mean? He's got the contacts with the TV networks, and you know what I mean. And he's got a big roster of fighters, and it's just easier to make those fights, and he's not gonna booby trap you out of your money. So I'm interested to see how that works. But the Astros kind of taking a slid. They like third in the AL West now. They're like 8 games behind the Rangers, like 4.5 or something behind the Orioles for second place wild card spot. So doesn't look like we're gonna get any postseason Stros, but I'm crunk about the team. I think Luis Valbuena is having season-ending surgery or something, and we cut Carlos Gomez, but I mean we got a lot of young team. We just called up Uliski Gurriel Sunday. And we got Alex Bregman is starting to come along. We got Springer, Altuve's a beast, Correa. We got this dude named Teoscar Hernandez. Now that's a name for you, Teoscar Hernandez. He's balling. Some Dominican Republic dude. I think he's from there. But man, I'm crunk for the future. See what's gonna pop. You know what I mean? It's like Astros got something. Texans preseason game 2 versus the Saints. A lot of the younger players that didn't play in game 1 played in game 2. Defense looks sharp. I like the defense. Clowney, you're a beast. I have no doubts about Clowney being a problem. You know what I mean? Being an edge rusher when he's on the field. If he can stay healthy, when he's on the field, he's a problem, especially with J.J. Watt. Because who you going to double? You know what I mean? Clowney was a problem. He basically was showing, like, if he's at full speed, you basically have to hold him. You know what I mean? Anytime he's rushing the quarterback, you're going to have to get a holding penalty to keep him from disrupting the play. So, shout-outs to Clowney. My boy, DJ Reader looked good. DJ Reader looked big. Like, you can't really tell. You know, he was a big nose tackle in college, but then you can't. But when it translates to the league, bro, DJ Reader looks good. Bringing him in on, first and long, when you know the team's going to run, sort of as a stopgap type of DT. Christian Covington had another good game. Christian Covington, good shit, bro. I see you, bro. I see you. Christian Covington wanted, man. We got some good young defensive linemen. Brock, I don't know, man. Brock threw a touchdown. He didn't look horrible, but he didn't just look super nice, bro. He just didn't look that I don't know. Although, I will have to say I watched the Bears, and Brian Hoyer looked like Brian Hoyer, so he was throwing some Brian Hoyer Chiefs passes. Like, what was that? But Brock, man, I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like if we tried to trade, like if Rick called Jerry Jones, was like, Jerry, we wanna give you Brock for maybe Dak. What you think? He'd be like, no, thanks, Rick, but we're gonna pass. And I got Johnny Manziel's number. So, man, I think I don't know. I mean, I don't want to. It's a little early, but Dak looks like the next Donovan McNabb, bro. Yeah. So, hey, I'm excited to see him in his 3rd game. I'm excited to see when they play the Texans in the 4th preseason game. I hope he gets some playing time. But yeah, back to boxing. PBC, my boy Errol Spence, man. I called it. Me, my pops, my bro were watching the fight. I called it right before the fight. I was like, "What you think?" I was like, "I'm calling 6 round stoppage," just because I think what he stopped Algeria in the 5th round, bro. He had Algeria beat in the 3rd and 4th round. Algeria didn't want nothing, and I was just like, That first round, I was like, that was one of the most even rounds I had seen Errol fight. I've only seen like maybe like the last 3 or 4 of his fights or whatever, but that was one of the more even rounds of any of the fights I've seen him. I was like, all right, this dude is a crafty vet. You know what I mean? He's not a bum. But yeah, boy, hit him with the knockout kings, had him with the blah, 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 had him in the ropes, like, hey. And then I heard that had like 6 million views or something. Like, it's like the most watched PBZ event like to date, which is crazy. Like, it had more views than the Porter Thurman fight. I think that peaked at like 2 or 4 or something. But say, shout outs to Errol, man. Hey man, that's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up. Some fights I want to see, man. We have to make. I don't know what Danny Garcia's next fight is, but I want to see Danny versus Berto. I think Berto deserves that fight. Danny Garcia is sharp. I want to see Danny Berto. I want to see. I want to see. Soon we gotta see. I mean, I know cats have mandatories with their belts and they got voluntary defenses or whatever. But I mean, how long are we gonna have to wait for Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder? I mean, that's the only real fight in the heavyweight division. Like, they gotta keep making us wait on that one. I mean, like who is it? Thurman says, "I got an O and I ain't afraid to let it go." Like, I wish everybody had that type of mentality, dude. Like, it's not. It doesn't hurt you to have a loss on your record when you're fighting the best. It only makes you better. We're gonna look back, you know what I mean, in your boxing career, your legacy, whatever. It's gonna say, hey, this dude fought the best, and you know what I mean. Look at Sean Porter. People have so much respect for Sean Porter because who are his losses to? Keith Thurman and Kell Brook, 2 champions, 2 top 5, welterweights. Like, bro, it only, you know what I mean, makes you a stronger fighter. So yeah, I was thinking everybody wants to do like top 5 and stuff. I was thinking I'm like my top 5 faves. I say my top 5 favorite fighters right now is probably Andre Ward, Keith Thurman, Terrence Crawford, uh, Andre Ward, Keith Thurman, Terrence Crawford. Oh, Errol, and AB. Just because I know he hasn't fought in a while. My man just got out of jail. Shout outs to AB. But I think when he's focused and you know what I mean, against solid competition, he could do his thing. I think y'all booby trapped him on the Manny Pacquiao fight. That's why HBO didn't even pick up, or they're not picking up the Vargas Pacquiao fight. Because who cares about that fight? Y'all should have. You didn't want to see Danny Garcia, so you should have gave Adrian that fight. Shit, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. What else we want to talk? Oh, in the Olympics, they disqualified the U.S. in like one of the relays because like Justin Gatlin didn't get the baton in time or something. Like, what was that? And then like Japan got 2nd or 3rd place. Bro, when they showed them Japan runners, dude, what kind of... I seen some niggas look like Takahashi Jenkins, bro. Niggas look like Takahashi Johnson in this bitch, bro. They had some Afro Samurai looking niggas. What was that? Did anybody see that? Maybe that was the wrong people. Maybe they were showing some Jamaicans or something, or that was Team Canada or something, but them, whoever that was in the Japan relays, bro, them look like some some straight up ringers. On the Team USA, man, just watching DeAndre Jordan, bro, it made me think, dude, we totally missed on that one. So it was the summer after the Dwight had the Lakers fiasco. And then, we make this big push. It's like the Mavericks and the Rockets, where everybody wanted Dwight, right? Oh, come be a part of the legacy of Samson and Olajuwon and Moses. But, bro, bro, we should have gotten a stopgap. We should have just rolled with Clint Capella, Greg Smith or Donatus or whoever we had, some type of serviceable young center, and waited for the next summer to get DeAndre. Now that they didn't change the rules, because I don't think you're like penalized for doing the hack a Shaq type of stuff, the hack a Dwight, hack a DeAndre type of stuff, hack a Andre Drummond. Bro, if you can't do that anymore, or if it's like you're penalized, or you can choose like anyone on your team to take those free throws, dude, a guy like DeAndre Jordan, his value has increased so much. Like, whereas it was like, you're gonna give him a max contract when he really ain't got no offensive moves, kind of like a Dwight Howard, and he can't do much but defensive rebound and alley-oop. But shit, he's the best fucking alley-oop. That nigga plays volleyball, bro. Like, DeAndre Jordan is the only NBA player playing volleyball. Literally just boom, boom. Like, damn. I feel like we missed on DeAndre. And I think I heard Daryl talk about that. Like, they was like, oh, is there anyone you think maybe for like evaluating a draft or sort of like a free agency? You think, is there one guy you missed on? He was like, DeAndre. And like, yep. We missed on DeAndre, man. I want to talk about some Gopher football. Got my Gophers hat on. College football season finna start. Crunk for my Gophers. I think we have a good year this year. New coach Tracy Clays was coordinator last year. First season was like full-time head coach, I think. But man, I had a crazy story. Last time I was in Minneapolis, I was shooting a movie on campus, and I got into town, put my stuff up or whatever, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go get a haircut or whatever. They had like a barber on set or whatever, but I was like, shit, I'm gonna just go to campus. There's a reason to go to campus or whatever, you know what I mean? Go to my barber and shit. So I go to the barber. As I'm about to turn on the street, I'm bumping some music and shit. I'm like, as I'm finna turn on the street, pull in the parking lot, nigga, who the fuck walks right in front of my car, like fucking King Kong, with a fucking muscle shirt, white beater on, like, fucking Rashid, big ass Hageman, however the fuck you say his name. He was like a redshirt senior. This nigga was a for sure first round, second round pick. And I'm like, fucking Fred Flintstone slam on my brakes. Like, oh my God, don't run over Rashid, nigga. Please don't run over Rashid. Bro, if I'd have ran over Rashid, if I'd have stubbed his toe or fucking, broke a hip or something, bro, they would have got on my ass. I'd have been the worst. That'd have been the worst, bro. So then I pull up, and then I went in. I seen it was like a bunch of football players that was in there. And I was like, damn, cats is fucking yoked in this bitch. Like, y'all didn't look this like physically imposing like when I had left. Like, they were some big cats, but like these was like all like black dudes in the barbershop. And cats was like looked like they was freshmen and sophomore. They was big. I was like, God, man, like nigga, the strength and conditioning coach is off the chain. Y'all niggas look good. And sure enough, we've been getting better and better, man. We're definitely not a walkthrough when y'all, for them Big Ten conference games. Niggas gotta prepare for us, bro. So shout out to my boy Mitch Leidner, big man on campus, definitely NFL draft prospect. I know they were talking about, we might go 24 to the Cowboys. Number one, Cowboys aren't picking 24. Actually, the Cowboys might be picking like 28 or something. But I don't think they need a quarterback anymore. I definitely think they found their quarterback. But hey, the Vikings might get slide through. Hey, you know what I mean? Who's the backup for the Vikings? Last person I saw, like Sean Hill, was the backup for the Vikings. Get out of here with some Sean Hill. I think I love me some Teddy, but you need a backup. You need at least 2, 3 quarterbacks. Just guys get injured. Teddy had like a concussion last year, so I'm cracked to see what Mitch does his senior year. I want us to be above 500, win our bowl game, man. I think we can, bro. I really think we can. Shout outs to Shannon Brooks. Get well soon. I heard you had a foot fracture surgery. They say sideline like maybe 3 to 5 weeks. That dude is a beast. That's definitely the best running back. David Cobb was a monster. David Cobb was a beast, but Shannon Brooks, like David Cobb didn't look that good as a freshman. Like as a true freshman, Shannon Brooks was a beast, bro. He was manhandling cats. He has no fear. I think he's from Georgia somewhere. Dude, Shannon Brooks is a problem. Get well soon, my dude. Don't rush anything. You know what I mean? Take care of your body. Um, Speaking of David Cobb, shout outs to David Cobb with the Titans. I don't know what's gonna happen because DeMarco Murray and Henry look real. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you're the third or the fourth running back, but hey, save your body. Come a free agent. You can go to the Vikings. You can come to the Texans. It's whatever. But I'm definitely rooting for you. And then I was reading something. Is uh is Damian Wilson the linebacker for the Cowboys who played for Minnesota? Is is that his cousin? Damian Wilson is David Cobb's cousin? Because I think that's probably how he got on the team or whatever. He's probably like, David Cobb's like, hey, I got a cousin, like a junior college or something, or like a transfer, like he's really good, like, and then they converted him from safety to linebacker. So I don't know the story, but I feel like that probably could have been what happened. That's tight. I didn't know that. David Cobb is definitely one of the best running backs in school history. So shout outs to my boy David Cobb. Crunk for my boy Seth Green, baby. And I'm not talking about Robot Chicken, my nigga. I'm talking about the quarterback for the Gophers, freshman Seth Green, is the future of the program. I think he's probably going to get redshirted. So we're going to start the season with Mitch, Demery, and the other dude who's like a junior or whatever. So definitely a redshirt him. He graduated early and like was like competing all through the spring. He looks good, man. He looks like, I think he was probably as a high school senior. They had him listed like 6'4", 215 or something. He looks easily like 225 now. Like he looks like he didn't put on 5-10 pounds of muscle. Like easy, bro. He looks good. If you're not familiar with him, he was a guy who had originally committed to Oregon, but he decommitted. And I thought he was going to Oregon. I looked up like maybe like 2 or 3 months ago and realized he was coming to Minnesota or whatever. And I started looking at the spring practice stuff. Dude, definitely crunk on that. I saw some of his high school tape. Like, so he was from, I think he went to East Ridge in St. Paul or something. Went to like the state finals or something. Lost to Eden Prairie. Shout out to Eden Prairie. I used to have an apartment in Eden Prairie. But that's where the Vikings do their training camp. I remember my car broke down. I'm at Bobby and Steve, and a bunch of like Vikings, like rookies and stuff, came in the shop and stuff. I'm like, hey. But so I think but then he transferred his senior year. They moved to Dallas, and he went to Allen, and he took over for my boy Kyler Murray, who A&M, I think, is transferring to Oklahoma. They had won like all of Kyler Murray's high school career. I don't think he lost a game. And then, like, he was competing for that, and I think, like, 2 or 3 weeks into the season, they basically started starting him. They was doing platooning at quarterback, basically started starting him. Dude, first of all, that's a step up from whatever. No shade to Minnesota State football, but Texas high school football 6A is, like, basically the best you can do in high school. Like, it's the best competition. It's just for real. It's just a lot more pressure, and he was balling, man. Like, probably not since Vince Young have I seen more 60, 70-yard scrambles for touchdowns from a quarterback his size. Like, dude, he is a problem. He is definitely a dual threat. Throws a good ball. Impressed him at the Elite 11, I think it was at the semifinals at the LA Regional. And definitely throws a good ball. His athleticism out of this world, man. Hey, shout outs to Seth, man. Looking like a young Terrell Pryor. I don't even know who to compare him to yet. I need to see him, but he's looking good, man. I didn't know his dad, Brian Green, was a running back for Minnesota, but I don't think he ever played. He was just kind of like on the team or whatever. It was like 91, 92 or something. But that's tight. So, second generation. I think Marion Barber's younger brother is on the team. He's a linebacker or something. So, hey, that's what's up. Max Williams' dad played. That's cool. All the legacy players, whatever. Really cool. Crunk for my Gophers, man. Shout outs to the strength and conditioning staff in Minnesota. Y'all are doing y'all job because those players look fit and those players their bodies are on point, man. I see the transformation from Rashid. I remember Rashid as a freshman and just seeing his body as a redshirt senior was just unbelievable. He looked like an NFL player. Like, it was just like crazy. So y'all definitely doing a good job there. High school football finna start. I think this Friday, Katie plays Austin Westlake. Oh, that's who he lost. Seth Green was in the semifinals, um, and he lost to Austin Westlake in the state finals, 6A finals or whatever, to that kid Sam Ellinger or whatever, who's committed to Texas. So that's what's up. That's, you know what I mean. That's not a bad loss. You know, two good schools, two good programs. But Katie's gonna play Austin Westlake this week. That's you know what I mean. That's a precursor. That's a sort of a preview of what we'll see later on in the state finals or whatever. But that should be fun. I think they're playing in Westlake, so that's what's up. In other news, what's what else? Frank Ocean dropped that. Whatever it is, some albums or whatever. I was reading something this morning that said that Endless, I thought it was like a mixtape or something, or just like maybe some discarded tracks of what he didn't put on the album or whatever. But then I heard that he used that to fulfill his obligation with Def Jam. So, and then like the next day he puts his whatever, the Blonde album, which we thought was called Boys Don't Cry. He self-released that like independently. I guess his label is called whatever, Boys Don't Cry. If he did that, that's a very savvy move, man. That's some like that's tight if he did that. So I think they're saying he's expected to fucking to sell like 200,000, 250 with streams and stuff. So that's what's up, man. When I heard Endless, that last track or whatever on Endless, where it's like a pause and then it's like some like doom 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 some techno stuff, and it sounded like Alan Rickman. I'm like, where the fuck this nigga get Alan Rickman talking about some da 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 da. I'm like, what is that? I was like, to borrow some New York slang, you fucking tried it. I was like, what is this shit? Is he for real? But then if he used that to like fulfill his contractual obligations, that was fucking brilliant. Salute to Frank Ocean. That was brilliant. All right, I think that's about it. Today's dime of the day. Shout outs to all the healthy, natural, beautiful women out there. You're my dime of the day. I know a lot of people, this is like the plastic surgery era, but I gotta say, I'm not really a fan of the plastic surgery. If you've ever had a woman that has like big fake boobies or like even like the silicone injected butts, man, they're not, that's not what's up. They look good, definitely look good up close. They look good in pictures and stuff, they look good, but it's nothing better than what gravity does and what nature does. Gotta be honest, just my personal opinion, to each his own. But that's really it, man. Gonna get out of here. As always, stay up, stay blessed, stay out of trouble, keep making it do what it do. This is Beleaguered with Brian C. James, and I'm out. Peace.
Froze out like I'm Kaepernick, standing tall like I'm Kaepernick. I'm a ball like I'm Kaepernick, I want it all like I'm Kaepernick. Froze out like I'm Kaepernick, ooh. Standing tall like I'm Kaepernick, ooh. I'm a ball like I'm Kaepernick, ooh. Want it all like I'm Kaepernick. Know my rights like I'm Kaepernick. Try to play me, I'm not having it. You could never call me average, we be the savages, shit on your cabinet. Eiffel Tower, I be standing tall. Michael Jordan, I was born to ball. Waited patient, ain't nobody help me, point me to the bathroom, I'ma shit on y'all. You ain't ballin', nigga, first of all. We the team, never heard of y'all. Bitch, I'm here, what's the protocol? Feeling geeky, bitch, I'm showing off. You still ain't pay me, but I'm going off. Shout out winner, I went through it all. Get the picture, bitch, I be the nigga, bitch, you couldn't boom in a photo bomb. Froze out like I'm